Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here with 60 and Me. Thanks so much for being here. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. I'm so grateful for you to be here with me. I've got a really good topic to discuss today with you, but first I wanted to share the normal thing I do, which I know many of you share, and that is a cup of tea. Now I have got a very big mug of green tea, and it's almost all gone. I've been drinking it. I've got this beautiful mug, and it's the perfect size for a tea that you want lots of. So I hope that you've got a cup of tea or coffee and just settle in. I mean, this is a community where you should feel safe when you come and join us here. We've got lots of cool topics to discuss. And I want to remind you, by the way, to go ahead and tell me if you ever think of something that you feel we haven't covered. We put about 6 new articles every day on our website at 60andme.com. And we look for you to go out there and look at the page and enjoy the different topics. We have a Facebook page where we do post articles, but not everybody sees every article on Facebook. So I really encourage you to go up to the website. And then, of course, our Facebook channel. And please subscribe here, and you'll get told whenever a new video is released. But we really appreciate you here. So thank you so much. Now, my cup of tea, our sponsors for today, I must remind you, is International Living. Now, International Living are a great company. I've used their materials now for many years myself. And basically, they have people all around the world who investigate places that you might want to retire. And these are places like, Thailand and Panama, Portugal, Costa Rica, Ecuador, so many places that are now accessible in the United States and Canada and Europe, and also more interesting lifestyle and perhaps lower cost. So check out International Living's Global Retirement Index. You can go out to internationalliving.com/60andme, and they'll send it to you free of charge, and you can just dream away. So the topic today is related to travel, and it's inspired by one of our bloggers, Becky Cohn Vargas. Now, Becky is a really special person. She's been writing for us now for a couple of years, and I really enjoy her writing. She's very thoughtful, and she has does a lot of volunteer work they have a property in I think it's in Nicaragua. And they do educational programs and just lots of cool things. But she was diagnosed with cancer a few months ago, close to a year now. And she's been going through her treatment and writing for us about it on 60 and Me. And so she kind of skipped her travel articles for a while, and then just, got some hair in my face, and then just went to get well. And the treatment, fortunately, is going well, and she is now writing again. But she wrote this article about travel if you're not feeling very healthy. And we always say, like, well, when I retire or when I have some money or whatever, I'll go travel. And there's always, often, not always, but often, things that hold us back. I've got a sore knee, or I'm dealing with a very serious illness like cancer. I'm getting treatment. I'm recovering from some issue. I've got mobility issues. All these things, are little red stop signs. Don't travel. But Becky says, for her, it's been the opposite experience, and she says that she has found that traveling has actually helped her heal. And she is a person by nature, she says, who loves people. She loves traveling. She loves, learning about different cultures. So for her, it was actually pretty disappointing that she couldn't travel. But when she got herself kind of organized, and by the way, she had stage 3 ovarian cancer. And she had a surgery and a year of treatment. But her doctor then said, it's okay for you to travel. And so she put together this article of 7 different things that you can do if you want to travel, but you don't feel so good. You just don't want to have any surprises. And since I think many women in our community perhaps have this issue, either that they're just tired, or they feel they've got aches and pains, or just don't feel like traveling because of some physical or emotional issue, and others that are recovering like Becky. So the first thing she says, consult with your doctor. Number 1, go talk to your doctor and say, is it okay? Can I do this? I mean, I will take my medicines. I will take whatever you tell me to take and do. But check with your doctor first. Absolute number 1. The next one is to know your coverage. I mean, of course, you want to have travel insurance. And when you've got a serious illness, yes, you may be paying extra for it. But if you want to travel and you've got things on that list you want to get through, then just make sure you get a good program, and that you check all the different aspects of the coverage. For example, check to see whether the hotels offer refunds if, for example, you have to cancel. What's the cancellation procedure for your flight or for your ship if you're cruising? Do they allow for late cancellations? That doesn't have to be the thing that stops you. You can still go, of course, and be prepared to pay that extra if you do cancel. But it's nice to know up front, what you can do. Booking.com is a really good site for hotels because you can usually cancel right up until the night before. Airbnb, some of the others also have some cancellation leniency, but a lot of places don't. So if I would say, I'm not advertising Booking.com. There are others, Priceline, and I don't know. There's lots of others who do allow cancellations, but make sure that that's something you look into. The next thing is to take time to plan your trip. Don't take too much. Try to take it all on too much. Do the planning slowly. Make it fun. Make the plan process part of the enjoyment. And don't be hard on yourself. Plan your itinerary really carefully. And just kind of imagine yourself in those places. Like, I arrive at the airport, I need to do this, I need to do that. If you need a wheelchair, for example, you need help at the airport, you've got to ask for it in advance. I know, for example, if you cruise with certain cruise lines, they have a limited number of wheelchairs or walkers that they will allow. So you have to get in there early and get a place. Otherwise, they don't, for safety and other reasons. Another thing to do is express your needs. Now, this is, like being a bit selfish, yeah, but you have to say, I am hoping or I'm expecting that, is there a lift in the hotel? I must have a lift. If there isn't, then that's not your place. Ask really specific questions. And as Becky says, there's no need to push yourself here. There's some place for everyone. You just have to do your homework, which I think is a very wise piece of advice. The next thing, I think it's about 5 here, is don't overpack. Don't overpack. Don't overpack. This is for anyone traveling, but particularly if you've got extra needs. So stay in control so that you can carry things easily. Honestly, you don't need more than 2 pairs of trousers, 3 t-shirts, 1 dress maybe, and whatever, that's it. And maybe a sweater. You honestly don't need. And even if you're in the same place, like on a cruise, I just got back from a cruise where I took literally a carry-on. I had all those items I mentioned, 13 items is all I took. I came back with a few more, but that's the point, is don't overpack. Another thing to remember, says Becky, is when available, purchase online. Buy your tickets online if you can do that, so that you don't have to, and get them printed either on a piece of paper before you leave or on your phone. I did my entire trip this time with no printed materials. I had everything on my phone, and it was so helpful. I didn't have to wait in any lines. I didn't have to struggle with luggage while I'm trying to get a ticket retrieved from a train station machine. So that's one thing to consider, to go online with everything, if you can. And then finally, this is a good one actually, don't forget to bring a dictionary or some translate app on your phone. Google Translate is actually pretty good. You can talk into your phone and it translates for you. But again, you need internet connection to do that. So sometimes it's really useful to have either a dictionary with words, actual words, or you can get those picture dictionaries. And I actually have one of these. They're very, very cool, where you point to stuff. If you want chicken instead of, whatever fish, you could just point. And everybody knows what a fish looks like, most people. So that's a kind of cool idea. And I think she says here, install the app and, just try to know in your heart that illness can be frightening, that you might occasionally feel very nervous and vulnerable. But by planning and, anticipating things that could happen, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. And I'd like you to leave your thoughts below. Have you got anything that's holding you back from traveling? Any debilitating conditions or illness that you feel holds you back? Genuinely, there might be some things you have to just give it time. Becky gave it a year before she even ventured anywhere. So maybe it's a bit more time needed. But it'd be great to know what people are dealing with and kind of how you have found making a trip is possible with something going on that you didn't have to deal with before. But anyway, I mean, for me, travel is such a big part of my life. I'm hoping that I stay strong and healthy. I'm touching wood everywhere here. But I do hope that you get to travel where you want, and that Becky, and bless her, has been an inspiration to us. So thanks, Becky. Take good care, everybody. Stay strong and well. Happy travels, and we'll talk again very, very soon. Bye-bye for now.